So there were a bunch of students that were having a little difficulty using the number line. So I'm going to give you a couple of examples here to clear it up, hopefully, and give you sort of expectations fully. So this was the standard. We're talking about adding integers. This is the practice work that I wanted you to do. The odd ones, I want you to show your work just with the number line, including the ones with the absolute value. You know, just show me how you get how you go from 0 to the absolute value of the number. This is what I'm talking about with the number lines. Okay, I have a number line here. All I'm looking for, all I'm worried about is where 0 is, and I just want you to show me using the number line how to do this problem. Okay, so looking at this number, it's an addition problem. I have 7 and I have 8, and what I want you to do is identify which directions these are going. This one is 7, right? That's a positive 7. So what this problem is telling me is from 0, I'm going to go up 7 places, okay? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go up 7. I'm not even interested in where you are right at this point. I just want you to show me that you understand that this means you're moving up 7. And then after you've done that, after I've moved up 7 places, I'm going to move up 8 places, okay? I'm going to move up 8 places, and then this is where I end. This is where I land after I go up 8 or up 7 and up 8. So when you actually solve this problem, right, if I go up 7 and I go up 8, well, really what I'm doing is I'm going up a total of 15, okay? And that's what we're doing here. We're moving both of these are moving in the same direction. So up 7, up 8, a total of up 15. All right, that's really all I need you to do with the number lines. I just want you to show me that. So let's try another one. Well, what happens if both of these are negative? Okay, so let's say I'm here again. I'm going to start. Here's my starting point. I'm starting at 0 for right now. That's what 0 is indicating, the starting point. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down, right? That first one says go down 7. That's what that negative means, okay? It's 7 below where you started, the starting point, below 0. So I'm going to go down 7, and once I've reached there, then I'm going to go down 8. So from there, I'm going to drop down. I'm going to go down 8. Okay. And what is the end story here? What actually ends up happening? Well, if I go down 7 and I go down 8, well, I've gone down a total of 15, okay? So down 7, then down 8 is the same as going down 15. Okay, this is all I'm looking for here, so hopefully this is helping you. All right, now what happens if the numbers are bigger? You do the exact same thing, really. Okay, I'm not looking for. That's why we don't have any numbers on the actual number line. I just want to get a general idea of where you are about understanding how the numbers are changing. Okay, so this one is negative 75. Why don't you go ahead and pause the video on this one and see if you can do this one on your own. All right, so hopefully you said starting at 0, I'm going to drop 75 places, okay? That's what this says. It says I'm going to go down 75 places. Then it says go up 120. So the real question I'm going to have to worry about here is if I'm going over or if I'm going up 120 at this point, am I going to be above where I started or below where I started? Okay, so from here to get back to 0, right? To get back to where I started, I'm going to need to go up 75. Well, 120 is bigger than that, so that means I'm going to be going above where I started. So if I go down 75 and then up 120, I'm going to end up above where I started, which means my answer here is going to be a positive number. Okay, and in fact, how much did I go up? Well, I'd have to go 75, right? And then after I've gone 75, I'm going to need to go another, I'm going to have to go up to 120. So that means I'm going to have to go up another 45, okay? I'm going to have to go up another 45. And so you might say, well, how do you get that 45 part? Well, if this is 120, okay, and well, let's see, if I go down 75 and I go back up and I go up 75 to get here, okay, and then I have to go up another amount, what I'm really doing is I'm finding how much the difference is between 75 and 120. Okay, well that's like saying 120 minus 75 because I'm trying to figure out what's the difference, what's the extra amount here, what's the change from I go up 75 and then how much more do I need to go, right? What's the change? That's what subtraction helps us with. Okay, so I'm going to subtract. This is 12 minus, right? This is 0 minus 5. I can't do that, right? I don't have enough ones here. So I'm going to borrow 1 from here. Okay, so this becomes 1. This is a 10. 10 minus 5 is 5. All right, this is 1 is not enough, so I'm going to borrow that. It becomes 11. 11 minus 7, 45. And it's a positive 45 because I know I'm above where I began. All right, why don't you go ahead and you try this one. Okay. All right, well, let's take a look. From my starting point, this tells me I'm going up. So I'm going to be going up 75 places. Okay. Now, once I've gone up 75, this tells me I'm going to be going down 120 places. And again, what I'm asking myself is that going to be enough to get me back down to 0? Is it not far enough? Is it farther? Well, if I drop 75, okay, that would get me back to 0. This is going further than that. So I'm going to drop me back down under 0. Okay, so this is up 75. This is down 120. And so now I want to know, how far down am I? Well, if this is 75, how much difference, right? What's the difference between that? I go 75, and then how much more do I need to go to get to 120? Well, we already did that problem, right? We knew that it's 45. That's 45 places away. And since I know my answer is lower than 0, I'm going to end up lower than where I started. It's going to be negative 45. Okay. Hopefully that gives you enough information for you to be able to find success doing those problems in out of the book there. Please, if you have any questions, make sure you draw your number lines, bring specific questions with you to school, and we'll try to get you through it. All right.